Live. What's good? Good evening. Welcome to A Beef's Too Short. I am your host, Tony Anthony Macon, aka Barcode 300. And I'm here to hopefully enlighten and entertain. Tonight's topic: innocent until proven guilty. Sub-theme: rappers incriminating themselves. Also, before I got on, I want to apologize for being late. I read something where there's a $3 tax proposal regarding sporting events and concerts here in Detroit. So I'm going to touch on that and also a few other things. Before we get started, I want to give a few shout outs to the people that actually support. One that I may have forgot last week, the homie Calvin has been supporting since I was on 9:10 a.m. with a show. Also, yes, Lexi, today is beef stew, fancy. But also want to give a salute to Speak Rock. He has a YouTube channel. The brother has been giving support to me. I've been watching some of his videos. He speak a lot of truth, and I can dig it, man. I think if you want, I encourage you to check out his channel as well. The homie Akil, he's been on the show before, but just wanted to give a few salutes to people that fuck with your boys and fucks with the staff over here. Even though the staff only consists of 2 people, but we appreciate the love, and we appreciate you guys. But let's get started. So the other day, well, before I get into that, let me go into some bullshit. I'm sipping a little bit. Not as heavy today. I'm only on the beer, as you see. It's not the typical hard liquor, but today I'm just sipping Miller Lite, and I'm clear-minded to fuck with the bullshit right now. A story I heard earlier. I missed nothing. A boxer by the name of, let me not fuck up his name. Alright, we're gonna get to his name. It was a boxer that got caught lacking in New York. What is this motherfucker's name? I think it was it's escaping me. But they caught him for $155,000 and his Louis Vuitton bag. I gotta get this guy's name because it's gonna kill me if I don't. But Jamal Charlo, boxer, caught lacking $155,000 in a Louis Vuitton bag. Streets gotta eat. The streets gotta eat. I do not feel sorry for that man at all. But it is an unfortunate situation because they did catch one of the suspects. It was 5 women. And they caught... They just happened to catch the one that you would think they would catch. I think it was... They actually had photos of the women, but I remember just seeing the one that they caught. And from what I heard... the other women were much smaller than her. She was a big girl. And, yeah, she was the one who got caught. To her credit, she was the one who actually looked a little bit, what I want to say. Looked like she should have been carrying a Louis Vuitton bag. However, It is what it is. She got caught, and that's that. Also, 50 Cent took shots at Rick Ross on his deathbed. Well, reports of him dying. Turns out that Rick Ross is okay. We spoke about that in the last episode. Rick Ross had some issues where he was found unresponsive. And, you know, there's been a storied beef between Rick Ross and 50 Cent. And 50 took his shots. 50 said, well, 50 posted a picture, an iconic photo from the movie Rocky IV of Drago. And in that movie, when Drago knocked out Apollo Creed was shaking on the ground, was about to die. They put the mic in front of Drago, and Drago said, if he dies, he dies. 50 Cent posted that photo while the reports of Rick Ross being connected to life support was put out by TMZ. Some people say it's foul play. I'm a 50 Cent supporter, have been, from his first album that dropped to the albums following, to his Power, moves he's been making with the show Power. Some of the movies he's been in. And I can't switch up now. The Savage moment. Is it right? Probably not. But 50 Cent is a savage. There's nothing, I mean, it's Southside Jamaica, Queens. That's how them niggas roll. I don't expect him to feel any remorse for Rick Ross because they have beef. So when he puts up a photo of Ivan Drago, basically taking shots at Rick Ross, even though I gave Rick Ross a little praise, it is what it is. Beef don't stop. Most people wish death on their enemies. Well, that was 50 just being 50. In other news, and this kind of ties into the whole innocent until proven guilty. Kobe Bryant, the GOAT. Oh, yes, I can call him the GOAT now. He has an Oscar. Michael Jordan does not have an Oscar. Applaud that man. Applaud that man. Nah, I don't know. I can't just throw that on. No, fuck that. We going with Kobe Bryant right now. He's the one that's most relevant. He has an Oscar. Michael Jordan doesn't. Michael Jordan stands, get over it. He won up Mike. Nah. I gotta sip to that. But yeah, no. Kobe Bryant won an Oscar. As surprising as it may be, Kobe is the GOAT. Don't just looking at the live chat here. Kobe is the GOAT. Don't disrespect. But as crazy as it may sound, because like it was so surprising that Kobe Bryant won an Oscar. First off, a lot of people didn't even know about the short video he put out, or the short movie he made. It was like a little cartoon, I think. And it's catching a lot of backlash. And it's catching backlash because of something that happened back in 2003. Back in 2003, Kobe Bryant was accused of rape, in which he was found not guilty. Well, there's a petition going around right now to have Kobe Bryant's Oscar rescinded, taken back. They want the Academy to pull his Oscar because his name was just mere mentioned with rape. We are in the Me Too era. It's almost what you might want to call it. In which the thing is, I'm not knocking anybody that have gone through it and may have had any type of some type of sexual assault or just passes made towards them. Any woman or man that have gone through that, I sympathize. But the thing is, nobody ever talk about a funky bitch lying on somebody, right? So, in this case, he's proven not guilty. She was also found with 3 sets of different semen in her panties within like so many days or whatnot. Why wasn't she ridiculed more than Kobe Bryant? Now I understand Kobe Bryant was married. So part of that is maybe the reason why he had to take a little bit of that heat. Because at the end of the day, he's an adulterer. But at the same time, in a court of law, this becomes a funky bitch that lied on him. That said it wasn't consensual. They haven't asked to take back any of his MVP awards, championships, any of his accolades. This man has continued to move on through life, has given back to the communities. And from what I know, he's innocent until proven guilty. Or he's innocent because he wasn't proven guilty, right? It goes the same with like OJ. Now, of course, the Juice moves very dumb. OJ moves very. I think he got like some dumb shit that's coming out. He once wrote a book, or he was thinking about writing a book regarding Kobe and LeVar Ball need to hook up. You right, right? What's up, Frank? Frank, another supporter. Appreciate you, Frank. But OJ is it was writing a book, I think, of something like, it was something to the thing of what was it? If I would have did it, and it was something like that. If I would have did it, how I would have got away with it. Some crazy shit that he put out there, and I think they're picking that back up right now. And Fox, if I'm not mistaken, could be wrong. Typically, I'm not, because I usually follow up on this shit. I'm a heavy. I troll the internet heavy. But if I'm not wrong, he's thinking about putting that out to see like, oh yeah, it's Fox. Boom. Thanks, Frank. OJ is an idiot. It's a different way you move after you had your, I guess in that case, it would have been OJ's nigga wake up call. Kobe Bryant had his nigga wake up call. Nigga wake up call. Some people may wonder what that is. Nigga wake up call is typically when you forget that you're still a black man living in the U.S. and you are very humbled. Most of the time, it usually ends up with steel bracelets around your wrist. Other times, a lot of things are taken away from you. But when you have your nigga wake up call, you must realize that it's time to move elsewhere and do other things and get away from the people that ain't really fucking with you the way you think they fucking with you. OJ don't think, OJ is not smart. He's not one to actually get behind that and do what he need to do as far as leave that shit alone. But that's OJ Simpson. And that's why OJ Simpson still gets in trouble to this day. To whereas Kobe Bryant has did nothing but been a model citizen since. Nigga wake up call to have you going right. I think it's foolish that there's a petition out there on Kobe Bryant. Let that man live. because he was innocent. But also, the innocent until proven guilty thing for me came about because, and the subtitle of rappers incriminating themselves, it was all due to something I looked up after the last show that we did. I was talking about Tay-K, the artist, rapper. And I've been bumping The Race by Tay-K for the past maybe 4 weeks, heavy. Had no idea what this song was. It came out back in July in the summer. Tay-K, young guy from young teen, 17 to be exact, from Texas, put out a song called The Race. And it starts off, fuck a beat. I was trying to beat a case. I didn't beat the case, so I did the race. And so, you know, as a person who loves lyrics, I always pay attention to what the lyrics say in a song. No matter if it's gibberish, because most we're in the age of the mumble rap now, and I can understand most of the shit they say. And so with that being said, Frank, OJ, if you think about it, is the epitome of so many black folks. That comment that rings true. I didn't get to read the whole. I read it, but I didn't get to finish reading it off. But if you're in the live chat right now, look what Frank just typed. But back to Tay-K. Tay-K. Okay, I'm checking out his lyrics. Like I said, I went to look it up because, like I said, most of the things that they're saying nowadays, a lot of rappers are telling on themselves, incriminating themselves. But I'm like, okay, what was he talking about? He had a case. The case. So I looked up his case. It's T-A-Y-K. Tay-K-47 to be exact, but T-A-Y-K. And I looked up his case, and everything that he was rapping about in that song is exactly what he does. Like when we were talking about it, we were talking about Free Tay-K. Or no, we were talking about the song. And when we were talking about the song, I was like, man, you know, this young boy looked like he actually lived that life. And my brother Myron was here with me, and Myron was like, man, yo, nah, he had a whole bunch of, he was like, them guys ain't look like they was tough like that. And I was like, nah, bruh. I was like, when you watch some certain people and you see how they move, you like, hey, this nigga might be really, really gangster. And as I was watching it, I'm like, damn. He got the heaters, he got the choppers, all in the video. And I was like, man, he just asking to be indicted. But I didn't realize until I looked up his case that he's been charged with something heavy. They trying to give him a death penalty. He was involved in a robbery in which they broke into a man's house. Well, he's suspected, allegedly. This is where I get to the innocent until proven guilty thing. It's alleged that he was suspected to be a part of a crew that went in and boom, somebody died. During this time, he was on house arrest for the murder. And what he decided to do was cut off his tether and run. Said, fuck it, I'm out. And during that time, they're trying to pin another murder on him and also a robbery. Now, during the robbery, there was a gentleman he suspected to have robbed. My man pointed him out and said, that's him. But I opened up the show saying the streets got to eat, so. Streets ain't got Streets don't got no love for nobody. Streets got to eat. Monique, are you doing any reviews on Monique Netflix situation tonight? I'll talk about it at the end. I've talked about it in previous episodes, but I'll talk about it, Frank, before I end. I'm probably gonna stay on for another 20 minutes or so. But yeah. I might talk about that just because it was a request. But TK, all these things are alleged right now, right? I feel ashamed of myself. I feel bad because I'm I'm an older gentleman. I'll be 38 this year. And I love that ratchet fucking music. It's like, I would say I'm 70% conscious and 30% ratchet. So like I get my 30% ratchet dose throughout the week. And so it gives me, it helps me out. However, I'm also paying attention to the bullshit that's going on. And I'm trying to live out here and trying to make it. But the ratchetness pulls me in every now and then. And I'm watching that video and I'm listening to the song and the shit went so hard. I said, yo, I gotta be ashamed of myself being 38, banging the shit out of this little 17-year-old's music. And he talking about offing niggas. I like watching him in that video. I said to myself, because I am now older, if I was caught in a 7-Eleven with some young cats like that coming in there, it's best for me to get up out of there. Cause something might pop off. It's like this. It's like I ain't scared of no little youngins, but little niggas. But at the same time, I got something to live for. I ain't got no time to be fucking around with these little niggas that ain't right in the head right now. So, you know, it's almost crazy because, like, yeah, like I said, I ain't got time to be fucking around with them. I mean, for me, it's 20 rounds for 30 clowns. That means we shooting through niggas. You feel me? but at the same time, I don't want to even be in that situation. So it's crazy, but that I still like to hear this stuff. Like, I'm running with the movement. After all this stuff has been put out about TK, right, the Watcher, right, Frank, Dr. Dre the Watcher, that's what it sounds like. Everywhere that we go, just ain't the same no more, yeah. But I'm sitting, I'm like, TK, I'm running with the movement. Everybody was running with the movement saying free TK, and they know about his background. And it's like, how do we get caught up so heavy into the personalities that we forget about the dumb shit that they do? Like, I have a cousin. I guess, like, you know, a lot of people always say they hate when people say free such and such when you know they do bad things. Coming from the people that I hung around with when I was younger, because those was my homies and I grew up with them, you get a soft spot for them. Even when you grow apart and you know more right than they know right, and they don't know how to be right, you still got like that soft spot because those was your homies. So like when people say free such and such, I understand the sides of both of it. I understand both sides of like free Meek Mill. I understand both sides. You got the side of the person who like, I want my homies home, but then you got the side of the person who's on the other side of the family member who may have been gunned down or robbed or whatnot, and they like, fuck them. They took this from us. So it's tough, but off just music, people are backing him. It's a fucked up society we live in. And I can't even lie, like I'm acting like I'm a part of this fucked up society. It's titled Free TK on this video. I don't know. I'm like, all right, fuck it. If he gonna be in jail, give this young man a studio so he can put out more fire. You know, I wonder why they don't do that in jail either. I think a lot of people would probably end up trying to go to jail if like a job, they can give them a job. Like, you know how how everybody goes to jail and you get types of jobs and work. I think if like people actually went to jail, like if people knew that there was a studio in jail, people would commit more crimes just so they can go burn a hot track in jail. Because it'd be free for them. Nah, I don't know. Anyway. But right now, as it stands, he's still innocent until proven guilty. I mean, he's been held because obviously they have enough information to prosecute him. But he had an interview where he said he's going to get out. Frank, you have to realize that as a human being, your life itself has a level of responsibility. Exactly. But it also goes into rappers incriminating themselves. You got a long list of rappers that have done it like recently. Like, I was looking at so many rappers. Like, it wasn't like that back in the day. Like I mean, like people, they didn't get in trouble to where their lyrics would really count against what they were doing. Like Cool C got didn't he get like the death penalty? But like Cool C rapped about glamorous life and shit. So it's like you can't incriminate him with his music. To whereas Bobby Shmurda laid out everything in Hot Boy that said basically, we out here, my whole team, some killers. But that young man didn't snitch. Shout out to Bobby Shmurda. You also had a few other guys. Who else we got? We had C Murder. C Murder was just dumb shit. He's always been caught on video or something dumb doing crimes he done did. So like he was shooting up a place in was that New Orleans? He was shooting up clubs and shit. Got him on camera, just busting at people, guns out. Like, man, you ain't even supposed to be out of jail. But Bootsy, Lil Bootsy's lyrics was used against him. Max B, Rondo number 9. It's a list of young cats that are in jail right now that their lyrics were used against them. So I don't know. I mean, like in TK's situation, do I think he's getting out? Man, probably not. If they listen to if they watch the video the way same way I watch the video, it's a wrap for that young man. It's a wrap for that young man. I'm watching the video. I'm like, oh yeah, shit. This is the motherfucker. I don't know if we need to put him back on the streets, even though I want to hear more music from him. Guess we just have to live off the race. All right. Also, so in Detroit, Coleman A. Young, second, is speaking from the grave. All right, I say he's speaking from the grave because he got bodied by Mayor Duggan in the mayor's race for Detroit last year. Lost to Mayor Duggan. Got bodied. Mayor Duggan bodied you in that event. He did. Mike Duggan. As much as we may not want him to be mayor, he proved you weren't going to be it. I was trying to fuck with Coleman. But when I looked at him sometimes, it was just like, really? Do I think this guy could be mayor for us? And then the outfit he wore on the miniature leprechaun. Thank you, Frank, for that help. Yes, the outfit that he wore on election day. I was like, yo, word? It wasn't nothing else. I understand you want to pay homage to your pops, who also didn't give you his last name, but that's another story. He got to step his game up. Coleman got to step his game up. That's what you're saying, Frank? Well, guess what? I think he's still trying. He's proposed a $3 tax bill to sports and concert tickets for Detroit arenas. And when I first heard it, when I first heard it, I heard it on a sports station, and the way they shot it out made it seem like a bad idea. So I was like, you know what, let me read into this myself. Let me listen to it. And the more I thought about it, I said, you know what? I'm down with it. I'm with it. Because here it is. You got most of the people that go to these sporting events or concerts and so forth don't live here in Detroit, right? So they get to come party in the city and leave the city. Drop shit all over the ground and all other bullshit that they do and go back home. This whole, I guess I never thought that they should have let the Pistons move downtown, one. So billionaires just taking money from the city in the first place. I had to realize that I was mad at Tom Gores for no reason. Because if I had a franchise and I wanted to stay rich and I wanted to say, okay, boom, I'm gonna move my team downtown, but I want you to pay for it. And the city said, all right, cool, we'll pay for it. Then fuck it. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm getting over like a fat rat. Let's get it. But with this tax bill, because like I said, I don't think the city should have ever let them motherfuckers move down here. With this tax bill, it does something different. It says, okay, the $3 extra will go towards the police officers, the fire department, and EMS, first response. Also, when those officers are, sometimes when they're unable to pay for officers' funerals and stuff like this will be a fund that will actually help them be able to when our first response teams are killed in the line of duty or whatnot. You know what I mean? So I said, you know what? Even though Coleman A. Young is the second, is speaking from that body bag that Mayor Duggan put him in, I'm fucking with it because he's still trying to help the city. It almost made me say to myself, man, maybe this guy could have done something different. Because he's showing that he has love for the city, even in defeat. I don't really see any proposals by Mike Duggan to do anything right now. You know, I haven't heard anything that's gonna I just haven't. I mean, there's some things that he's been trying to do, but as I look outside and I ride through this city and Outer Drive is all fucked up with potholes and everywhere else, I'm like, okay, what's going on? Coleman A. Young has the right mindset. He just doesn't have the level of respect to go with it. You're right, Frank. You're right. Like you said, he has the right mindset, just not the level of respect. Like when I look at him, unfortunately, I see clown. However, judging the book by its cover, because some of the things he's said wasn't off the wall. Some of the things he said actually made it seem like he was trying to make a difference. This bill is something that's trying to make a difference because we're basically, look at Warren Evans, yeah. It's like this bill is like, okay, look, boom. We got this bill. I'm putting this in place just because of the fact that, you know, we were forced into a situation we couldn't do anything about. But let's try to counter it and stop the bleeding. I went to a concert Gucci Mane and The Weeknd. Shout out to The Weeknd because The Weeknd actually put on a hell of a show. I wasn't a Weeknd fan like that, or I wouldn't. Well, I'm a fan of no one, but so what am I talking about? But I wasn't really fucking with The Weeknd like that until I actually went to the Little Caesars Arena, which I was like against. I was like, man, I'm not going to this stuff. Then you get free tickets and you shut the fuck up, and I did that. A hypocrite. I was all that. Fuck that. I'm not going. Boycott. Boom. And then my ass got some free tickets, and I was like, Gucci Mane? Damn, I ain't seen Gucci Mane in a minute. Shit. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna go. So I went to the free concert, and as I was there, I did it for research. So as I was there, I looked around, and man, them people that was there wasn't living in Detroit. They didn't live in Detroit. They didn't live in Detroit. So should they have been? I mean, it was a few here and there, but there was a lot of people that weren't Detroiters in there. And that The Weeknd had that place packed. Packed. So yes, there should be a city tax. Yes. $3 ain't much. Now if he would have been saying like 6, 10, 12, then the fans probably, I mean, it's different. But I actually think we're going in a direction where people don't really give a fuck about Detroit sports. Or, I mean, the events is probably gonna be the only thing. I don't think the Pistons will be here in 2-3 years. They'll be sold to another city. I think we should have done like other cities. When given that opportunity, city council should have said, we shooting this shit down. No, we don't. I mean, we can figure something else out. Sporting events is not just the be-all right now. Especially when you have a bad team. So you're not bringing anything to the city. They're not doing anything good for the city. So the best they can do right now is this bill. I don't see anything else that they're doing for the city. Plain and simple. Before I get out of here, I was going to talk about Donald Trump and Stormy Daniels and the whole steel tariffs and shit, but I'm going to say that for Friday. You know, Donald Trump out here. The lawsuit is sorry-ass city council. Yes, it was, man. The lawsuits against Donald Trump right now, Stormy Daniels, the porn star who wants to be able to tell her story. She's fighting against the paperwork that Donald Trump had her sign regarding sex they had while he was married to Melania, First Lady. She wants. I think she wants to do a tell-all book where she can get more than the $130,000 that was her shut-up money. So yeah, it's a lawsuit against the president right now, which I didn't think you could actually put a lawsuit against it. I don't know, but like against the president while he's in office or something crazy like that, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. But at the end of the day, I discussed that another day. I'm really. But Malcolm Maddox is going down 100 million. Yes. yes. I'm probably talk about that too. But Frank asked the question about talk about the Monique and Netflix. Well, let's discuss it. I talked about it before. I won't say that my opinion has completely wavered. But I have a few different thoughts. Only because of certain things that have transpired since she first made that plea. Since then, since Monique jumping in front of the camera and asking us to boycott Netflix, her stance on it was the fact that she wasn't getting paid like the male counterparts and the white female counterpart. And I said to myself at first, I was like, well, you know, ain't nobody really checking for Monique like that. Like if a Monique, but at the same time, if I wasn't doing shit and the Monique special did pop up on Netflix, guess what? I'd probably watch it. I'd probably watch it just to see what it was going to be about. Even though I'll be checking for Monique like that, it's still just the fact that there is people that are, and then there's people like me who not. But, I mean, if it's up there, I'd probably watch it. I'd be more likely to watch hers than Amy Schumer. Now, does Amy Schumer have the white people on her side? She does. She did. She's a joke thief. I think she's fucking horrible. But Amy Schumer was doing what she was doing. She was putting up numbers, movie-wise and so forth. Monique reminds me of an older B-side athlete in the NBA. Boom. So, Monique, yeah, I didn't think she was really that good of a comedian. I mean, she was more of slapstick comedy to me. Like, her jokes weren't always the best, but when she was more goofy and the big fat woman on the Parkers, she was funnier. Like, she recently did a Breakfast Club interview where I felt like that was a show, that could have been a showcase where she could have at least proved her funny while she was there, but she was in such a serious mode there. Also, when she was on Sway in the Morning, she did 2 interviews, and I was like, okay, she could have actually solidified how funny she was if she would have came on there strategically instead of angry, looking for more dough, but your time has come and gone. Big right there. A lot of people, a lot of artists, comedians, and so forth don't know when their time is gone. But I think she could have used that platform to say, okay, I am funny. But more so, she made it a tense situation. Lexi, yes, she was too busy arguing with Charlemagne. Exactly. So instead of coming up there like Charlemagne, like I would rather see a Charlemagne stand up than a Monique stand up right now. That's how hot she's not. You know what I mean? She is not in the category. Red Fox, Richard Pryor, she's not in those categories. Those are legends. She's a legend in her own mind. But I mean, at the same time, when I heard about what Tiffany Haddish got, I was a little upset that Tiffany Haddish only got 800,000. Now, they said she got 800,000 and she got other things popping with Netflix. So I think maybe if like the whole reaction to what she does on Netflix comes back big, then maybe it'll be something down the line where Tiffany Haddish gets more. But some of the things that she was saying resonates so true, because like black actors, black comedians, so forth do get paid less than the white counterparts. But at the same time, we know this, right? A lot of those actors have moved through Hollywood knowing this, and they just, you know, you got guys who have tried to decide, okay, we'll figure out our own. We'll do our own. Tyler Perry, we'll do our own. All right, cool. We move through the system, and now we can, now I'm putting in something where we can do our own. That's why, like, as much as I hated all the Madea shits that came out, I still wasn't mad at Tyler Perry for doing what he was doing. I was like, man, he's, in a sense, he's holding it down, though. I can't be mad at that. Like, he's a black man who's doing his thing. Boom. He's putting other people an opportunity to get things. Black Panther put black people an opportunity to get more. You know what I mean? So it's, I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. But Monique, I just think she went about it the wrong way, because another thing too is she started dropping names, and she was shitting on other people when she could have just been all about her. All about her. Not throwing out directors and so forth, like Will Packer and everything, is saying their names. She could have just left that alone. She could have been like, you know, hey, listen, Netflix is playing me right now. Netflix is playing me. I don't think we should rock with Netflix. And to come to the people, and the people ain't never heard you be on no boycott type shit. It just seemed like it was all selfish. So yeah, that's my take on Monique. About to get out of here. About to chill out, man. Just relax a little bit. I think I might go check out a movie before I have to get up in the morning for this grind. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I didn't think I was gonna go this long, but nigga, we made it. All right, out.